going on, Jerome? So the Minnesota Vikings made a couple moves on the back end of day 2, trading down from 97 with the Texans, trading 97 as well as 187 for 102, the last pick of the third round, as well as 142. So they dropped down a couple spots in day 2, and they freshened up their late round pick from a 6th rounder to a 5th rounder, moving up around 45 spots. So good to go there. And then at 102 overall, the Minnesota Vikings speed kills coming down the mountain, getting a speedy wide receiver Tai Felton, who they're in on very early and often. And Felton, definitely brings some speed, some flair, and a lot of ability to the Vikings wide receiver room. So now, Jefferson, Addison, Tai Felton, and Jalen Speedy Naylor, as well as Rondale Moore, if and when he gets healthy. Woo! Screw 3 deep. How about 5 deep? Can we do that? Pretty damn good. And background, Tai Felton just turned 22 on March 15th. Beware the Ides of March. 6'1", $183, former 3-star recruit from Ashburn, Virginia. So he actually tore his ACL his senior season in high school. Originally was committed to the Hokies. Could you imagine Tai Felton and Jalen Lane together? And Bashal Tootin? Come on. But then he recommitted to Maryland. And also, last time the Vikings drafted a Maryland wide receiver, it worked out pretty good because we traded Diggs for Justin Jefferson. Essentially, it's good, man. Also interesting, so Tai Felton was teammates for a couple of seasons with last year's priority UDFA Maryland wide receiver Deshaun Jones. So it could be a spot too, where the Vikings obviously did their homework on Deshaun Jones before giving him $250K guaranteed as a UDFA. So this happens sometimes where teams will watch a tape and then someone else will just flicker. Someone else will show up, or the Vikings scouts or Kwesi goes to a game and then a couple other players show up. I think it's probably what happened. They were doing diligence on Deshaun Jones. They probably saw a little something with Tai Felton, and with Jones gone with the Vikings, Tai Felton popped off in 2024. 96 catches, 1,124 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns, 2.32 yards per route run. Does have some return ability as well. Standout at the Senior Bowl, and also the Vikings met with him in Mobile at the Combine as well as Pro Day. So the Vikings definitely doing a lot of work on Felton. Combine-wise, was pretty good. 9.2 RAS, 4.37 40, a 1.54 10-yard split. Also 39.5-inch vert for his size, which is freaking amazing. 10-foot 10-inch broad jump as well. So racked up and stacked up uber athlete. His scouting report, LanceRline, NFL.com. Overview. Tall, slender wideout whose impressive 2024 production appears to be more a function of target volume than projectable talent. Felton is a linear route runner who will struggle with tight press and physical man coverage inside the route. He can build speed inside long strides and has proven he can make tacklers miss, creating chunk plays on possession throws. He lacks functional strength and rarely owns the catch space when contested. Felton has backup potential, but he could compete for a role as a gunner early on. So kind of disagree with Zerline in that spot, where if you're asking Felton to be your wide receiver 1, it's going to be a problem. If you're asking him to be wide receiver 4, wide receiver 3, maybe eventually wide receiver 2 down the line, I think you're going to be in business, man. Absolutely. And his superlatives, speed demon, vertical threat, alternative to Addison and Naylor. So Naylor's in a contract year. Addison is likely going to be facing his 3-game suspension at some point this season. A solid deep ball tracker. So he's like the anti-Troy Williamson. Undersized, speedy receiver who can actually see the ball. Cones and rods. Yeah. A home run accelerator, like Zerline talked about, where he can take a mundane possession underneath throw and break it into something. Like once he gets going, he gets going. Also has some inside-outside flexibility. Played 29.3% of his snaps in the slot for the Terps in 2024. Does need to develop as a blocker. So... it's always kind of funny. It's inverse, where if you're a running back, you have to be able to pass block, and if you're a receiver, you have to be able to run block in Kevin O'Connell's offense. It's important. He does not have a cool named cat by all accounts. So it's not a Donovan Jackson, Leonardo DiCaprio situation, which is just fantastic. But overall, the Vikings are able to move down. They upgraded some of their day 3 draft capital. And Felton, like I said, he's a player that the Vikings were in on early and often. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this is developing into the best offense in the National Football League. Oh, but what about D-line? Get D-line later. Oh, what about corner? I feel like we're kind of good at corner, but maybe I'm alone there. But either way, Jackson, you're probably going to be walking into that starting left guard spot. Felton plus special teamer, as well as a vertical threat in that receiving room. Let him marinate slowly. Have him learn from McCardle. Have him learn from Justin friggin' Jefferson, and go from there. Ooh, baby, it's a wild world. Nah. That's right, man. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts of Vikings draft Maryland speedy wide receiver Tai Felton at number 102 overall. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.